So we got a 7-bed and an 8-bed right next door to each other.
How do you feel about taking on such a big risk?
I love it, mate.
Really?
Social media is literally a game changer. It's been a game changer for us for the past like 3 months. And also just not to care what other people think of you.
Yeah.
That's what stops a lot of people.
Ringing at me and we try and sell them our product, and then we was literally had to do like 700 calls every single day. So like we always see on like Facebook and stuff, like people are like, oh, I did 30 calls this week and I ain't got nowhere. Like, it's like, just get on the phone. Get on the phone. Yeah, definitely go to other strategies. If I'd have only done HMOs and then for like 10 years and then one regulation changes and then that's my whole business ruined or something, I wouldn't have come in hands in all pies.
What have you found that you've learned about yourself that you probably didn't know that you
Something I've learned that's a bit of a game changer is just being myself. Like when I got into property, I went to like some event and you want to talk to no one, so I thought I'd be like, hello sir, my name. You have to be like posh and all that stuff. So I just don't give a shit now. I'll just only listen to someone's opinion if I want to be where they are.
Yeah.
What's good, people? We got invited to a property event where we got interviewed on stage. We spoke about who we are, why we're in property, successes we've had, why we're on YouTube, and loads of other stuff. So make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, leave a comment, let us know what you thought.
So I'm going to invite him on stage and we're going to do a little sort of a little interview for you guys, just so you can delve a little bit deeper into the story of the two brothers. They've got their YouTube, they've got everything. I'm still going to take the mick out of you for wearing a hoodie on your YouTube, but what are you doing? But come, jump on stage and let's have a little chat. Will you guys give these guys a round of applause? Alright, come on. Let's go. Alright, who wants a mic? Alright.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah?
First of all, I just want everyone to give Gov a round of applause.
Oh,
Thank you.
Can I just say, like, was Steve like stealing your food as a kid? Like, what is up with the size difference? He is huge. Alright boys, so obviously a lot of these guys have watched your YouTube. I know a lot of them have reached out because of your YouTube, but you're building quite a nice following on the basis that you're sharing a lot of your information, sharing a lot of your struggles. So if I was to just pick one bit of it, right, because there's so much to you guys, where does your drive come from? Like in terms of, you guys are driving around, you're camping out, you're relentless.
We've always just been hungry since we was just a kid. Like we was just like really poor and stuff. Like we used to just have like all our school clothes was just like charity shop clothes, and like we used to just like say to my mum, oh, I'm hungry, and then she like, oh, there's bread. So like we just like screw up a like slice of bread so it's less dry and just like eat it. And, like it was a struggle, yeah. So like we used to just like like my mum will let me rake the garden for £1, but it would take like an hour and a half, and then like after I do that every week, and then like after 5 weeks I had a £5. And then like I was around my mate's house and he was just like, Mum, I'm going out, can I have a £5? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I need to like find some new way of making money.
Yeah.
So you say about biscuit thing.
Yeah. In school, we used to get £2 lunch money a day.
Okay.
And what I'd do is I'd buy 5 packs of biscuits for £1 from Asda, and then save up the rest of my £2 a day to the end of the week.
Yeah.
It was £9. Yeah, so I have 1 pack of biscuits a day for my lunch. I've done that for ages, so I hated biscuits.
Oh, you got biscuits for dessert, you know.
I'm out.
So for me, it seems a little bit like you've always had sort of like entrepreneurship in your blood.
Yeah, so like with that £9 that I saved, I'll buy sweets and cans of drinks that I like reduce and stuff, and then just sell it at school. Yeah. So I've done that for a while till I got in trouble.
I used to like nick the fags off the teachers and go sell them on the playground. I used to just go up to people like, oh, do you like films? What films do you want? And then they would just say some films, and then I'd just say, yeah, tenner. Get a couple tenners, and then buy them off eBay for like £2. Just cut, like, yeah, just stuff like that.
You know what? And I can sense this from your videos, but obviously it's clear now. You've always been hustlers, like you've always been grafting, you've always been grinding. But out of all the businesses that you could have potentially done, why property? Out of everything, you could have probably put your mind to and achieved everything with that drive. Why property more than anything else?
Well, we've had like a few businesses in the past. Like he's done, what was it, them Swagway boards.
Oh yeah.
Before it got made illegal. We put money in things like Bitcoin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lost our money. We was working at a sales company. Like we've always done sales, or I have anyway.
Yeah.
And then I got him a job with me, and then we just loved sales. And then I was working in a sales company, and we just felt like we could do the same company but better.
Yeah.
So we left that company, and then just started our own one doing it basically.
Yeah.
But, all of the big insurance companies and things like that, they all invest all of their profits into property. So
it's a light bulb moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that came to it. Okay, so in terms of sort of, you talk about sales. How important do you think that background in sales has been moving forward in property? Because I feel like it's an underrated skill.
Yeah, it's massive because you learn in sales that it's about painting the picture of something in the client's head. So like, if I was selling life insurance, I could just say, oh, it's a lot of cover and you'll get it for a certain price and it'll be a really best price and it's the best company. And you're just telling them good points about that company and not telling them how it will benefit them. So like, when you sit in a life insurance, you'll be like, so you've got your husband, you've got your mortgage, you've got 2 kids, and then you'll just be like, what would happen if you was to pass away today? And then you just stay silent, and then they paint the picture in their head, what they need. And then you don't have to tell them nothing, they just say, sign me up, like, I've got £50 spare a month. Just like, it's like you learn to fix someone's problem, rather than just like, buy this off me, it's the best price, it's the best this, it's the best that. Like, don't talk about how good your thing is, talk about how it will help them.
So you're painting a picture in their mind.
Yeah.
One thing that I want to ask you, which I know a few people might be thinking, obviously you guys are brothers. What is it like working together?
Yeah, it's good. Like,
who wears the trousers?
It's 50-50 showing. What's the question again?
What's it like working together? Like I said, you guys are family, you've grown up together. What's it like starting a
We'll
business
fight and
together?
argue and rip each other's hair out and stuff, but like, it's just like, I know what he's good at and he knows what I'm good at, so we just bounce off each other and like,
You complement each other's skills.
yeah. Like, see me, I'm good at like, deciding what we're going to do and having the idea and the direction, and he's good at making sure it all,
Putting those missing pieces.
Without him, I wouldn't be able to do all the things I'm thinking. Without, like, it was just, so it's a good team.
Yeah, that's nice. Especially like I said, you guys have grown up together, you're brothers, you're jumping in property together, and it's been successful so far. You guys have got 2 HMOs. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we got a 7-bed and an 8-bed right next door to each other.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, so it's, I don't know, it's all, we show how we've done everything on the YouTube channel. So the main reason we done the YouTube is we want it to be like that channel that we wish we had, something that it doesn't like sell you the dream, it just shows you the realness of it. So we got those 2 deals, negotiating the contracts took ages, and then when we signed the keys, it's taken a month and a half to get them like ready.
How do you feel about taking on such a big risk?
I love it, mate.
Really? See, from a personal point of view, I'm probably representing a lot of people in the room. If you're taking on a 7 or 8 bedroom house, you're probably talking about a couple of £1,000 a month rent. With void periods, you might start sweating it. But obviously, I know you guys have been grinding and grafting.
I feel like it's good stress to have.
Do you feel like you guys work better under a bit of sort of pressure?
Definitely.
That's perfect. And how's that going? Because I saw the last stuff obviously we saw was that you sort of like refurbed the whole house. So are you going through sort of like getting tenants in now?
Yeah, so we're getting tenants in. We've had a little issue with one tenant, but it's alright.
What's the issue going?
It's hard to be angry with them because like, they'll play like loud music and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll go out because I'm working on the house next door.
Yeah.
I'll go out and say, "Oh, can you keep the noise down? There's other tenants." And they'll be like, "Oh no, we've checked. No one else is in. Do you want some beers?" And they start making some stuff. It's hard to be angry with them.
good mates and all that.
How did you find going from obviously doing your day-to-day, jumping into property, and then what skills do you feel like you've learned in property that you may never have had before, or you may never have known that you've had? Because like I said, to just pick up the phone and get HMO is only part of the journey. You've got furniture in, you've redecorated, they're going to be vetting tenants, you have to deal with personalities. So what have you found either like the most challenging part of it, or what have you found that you've learned about yourselves that you probably didn't know that you
Something
had?
I've learned that's a bit of a game changer is just being myself. Like when I got into property, I went to like some event and you want to talk to no one because I don't have like I thought I'd be like, hello sir, my name. But you have to be like posh and all that stuff. So, I just don't give a shit now. I just like if like what no one thinks about me. Like I'll just only listen to someone's opinion if I want to be where they are.
Yeah.
Like loads of people just always give me their opinion. It's like it just goes over my head now.
Yeah.
So,
You seem like you've built quite a resilience to it in terms of listening to other people, and that's obviously been an advantage of yours. But one thing that I've noticed that you're doing is you're obviously becoming more active on social media. One of the things that you did, your first video, by the way, got about, was it 1.7k views?
yeah.
Which for a first video is just literally insane. But what made you guys want to start a video, and start a YouTube, sorry, and where's the direction going for this sort of like YouTube channel?
So the YouTube and all the social media is because pretty much if you don't know who I am, you can't do business with me. So I'm just going to be everywhere, and I want everyone to know who I am. Like literally, if you so imagine like 1 billion people know you, yeah? Like people don't know me that, but like you will never struggle to find money, because you just won't.
What advice would you give to someone, because I know for a fact there's probably about 10 or 12 people in the room, and I know this, that want to start on YouTube, probably a little bit scared or worried about sort of the judgment side of it. What advice would you give to them? Because I've seen you boys on the YouTube, you're so casual, it's like I'm watching like you guys on FaceTime. It's mad.
I'll say obviously be yourself, and social media is literally a game changer. It's been a game changer for us for the past like 3 months. And also just not to care what other people think of you.
Yeah.
That's what stops a lot of people posting every day and stuff. So.
And don't worry if the video looks rubbish as well. Like I'll just film it off my mobile. Like I'm just editing myself.
Yeah.
But like, so just don't care about it. Just put it up.
And what about in terms of like, what's your, because obviously your first 3 or 4 videos now have done pretty well. But where do you hope to take the channel? Because I know one of the things that you said is that you wanted to create a channel that not a lot of people have seen or you wish you had. So what does that mean for us as potential subscribers, viewers? What does that mean? What have you got in the pipeline, and what would you want to show if you haven't shown it
I
already?
just literally want to show everything, good, bad, ugly.
Yeah.
Like, if loads of things go wrong, it will just be on the channel. Like,
Yeah.
and you can just learn from what I'm doing wrong. Like,
Yeah.
Or learn from what I'm doing right, hopefully.
Yeah. You seem to be doing a lot. You seem to be doing more right than wrong at the moment. What about in terms of like upcoming sort of like property deals? Have you got anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, so like this is just an example of how YouTube do. Just be on YouTube, mate. Like some guy just randomly messaged me on LinkedIn and was like, I'm just watching your video. Here's my number. Call me. So I called him. I was like, alright, mate. And he's just like,
Did you do it in your posh voice?
no, I was like, alright. And he goes, yeah, I'm just showing my staff your video, and he's like saying how he's laughing his head off and stuff. And I was like, oh, alright. And then he goes, oh yeah, I own an estate agents in Southampton. I was like, oh, do you? He's like, yeah, we've got 4,000 tenants. I've got a 9-bed for you, I've got a 7-bed, I've got another 7-bed and a 6-bed, so you can just take. I was like, just because he's seen that, like, I just showed what I do, so.
Yeah. It feels like that because conversations that we've had, obviously to let these guys know, obviously we talk pretty much virtually every day. You guys are really serious on camera, but you're actually completely different people in real life. It's so jokey. One of the things that you said is, like I said, off the back of YouTube, people are reaching out to you. Other than YouTube, what about things like Facebook, Insta, things like that? Are you promoting yourselves on those platforms as well?
Yeah, so like before we just like, I had Facebook, that was it, and then we used to log in. Didn't like anyone on there.
Everyone defriend.
I made a new Facebook for only properties, like that, and only property people just messed, like putting posts in all groups, posting every day on every single social media. I don't even know how to use them. Like,
I know.
Yeah, like
It's so humbling, yeah, because it's kind of something that a lot of the room will probably take for sort of granted, is that we're pretty good on social media without actually realising it. We know how to post stuff, we know how to do lives, we know how to hashtag on Insta, but there's a lot of people that actually just never bothered with social media because they never felt it was important until they started a business like yourself, and now it's kind of like learning everything from scratch, which is something that we do.
I've just never used it. I've only started using it in the last like 2-3 months. Posting a picture every single day on Instagram. I wouldn't have ever thought of doing that. I just thought, why would I do that?
Yeah. I think one of the things, just to obviously bring it back to yourself, Dylan, is one of the goals that you had, which you reached out and you said to me this year, was to do a bit of public speaking. Obviously, I've seen sort of 1 or 2 photos of you. Well, it looked like Steve was emceeing. I don't know what event it was at, but obviously you're sort of like trying to bring that to the forefront. Are you hoping to do a little bit more of that moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's good to like get out of your comfort zone, and also same with the social media helps us get known in the industry. So definitely.
Yeah, fantastic. What have you guys got in terms of like personal goals moving forward? So we're only into sort of 3 months into the year. We've got a long year ahead. What are you guys hoping to achieve, or what goals have you set yourselves?
Personal goals.
Yeah.
Be more healthy. I've not been like taking care of my health.
After about the 12 pints until you know, we start that tomorrow.
Also where we've been like working so much, like not really sleeping, not eating properly, just I need to kind of.
That's an interesting point though, because this was something that I saw a lot on Facebook actually, is that we put ourselves in our business so much so that our health actually is affected, in the sense that we don't sleep, we don't eat, and the culture that we have now is you need to grind 14 hours a day, 18 hours a day, but it's not good for your health. So moving forward, what sort of healthy habits would you want to build, or what advice would you give to other people?
Back in the ring.
Yes.
I don't know, hire a chef, maybe.
How much money do you guys make off these HMOs? Do they do the catering today, or?
I don't know, I'll just start getting gym or something, I'll start trying to sleep regularly or something, I don't know, I'm just getting, sleep like 3 hours a day.
I don't know how you do it. I
get used to it
way too much. What about in terms of like business goals moving forward? What would you want to achieve? Because for a lot of people, they'll look at you and they'll see, okay, he's got a YouTube channel, yeah, they've got 2 HMOs, yeah, they're fairly new to the game, okay, so that's a bit of inspiration there, but how fast or how quickly are you looking to move to sort of like the next stage, get more HMOs, move on to bigger things?
Last year with our first company, we turned over 100 grand, so this year we want to turn over 100 grand a month, but by the end of August, so it might be a bit delayed because but I'm just going to try to find a way to do it. So obviously I've got the other 4 deals that I could take on. There's 3 deals that I should be able to manage. Start managing other, say for example, as a deal sourcer, and they get a deal for someone in our area, we'll manage it. Yeah. We'll manage it for our landlord. We'll manage it for anyone who wants it.
That's big. What sort of advice would you give to anyone that's struggling to sort of like get over the line on their first ever deal? Because you always say your first deal was the hardest.
Just don't give up. Just keep persisting. Yeah, when I was younger, my mum had this little poster on our wall in our bedroom saying it's like a finger pointing at whoever looks at it, and it says there's 2 types of people in life: fighters and quitters. Which one are you going to be? And that's always like stuck with me. So just keep trying and just don't give up.
Yeah, keep scrapping it out. That's literal for you though. I've seen the UFC videos. But yeah, look, I think from a personal point of view, obviously, like I said, I've watched the journey from day one. First I thought, who are these 2 guys? Like, what? Like, but yeah, you are now, but you turned out to be legends. Like I said, me personally, I always feel like I'm learning, and one thing that I've learned from you is just pure resilience. In conversations that I've had with you, a lot of people have said, well, yeah, I've made like 30 calls a week, yeah, I've made like I've visited 40 agents, but you're like, bro, in my other businesses, I used to make 700 calls a day, and that was just to survive, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so like, I don't know how much time we got, but can I explain how we set up that thing? Yeah, so our first company, the sales company, we basically was working in a sales job, and then we just thought we could do it better. We had no money, So I went to the bank and was like, can I get an overdraft? And they gave me £2,000. And then I called Bill and was like, yeah, get an overdraft, you get £2,000. So then we had £4,000. So we thought, all right, we've got £2,000 to live off, £2,000 to start a business with and quit our jobs. And then, so then we bought a printer, we bought a fucking phone system, and a list of people, like who will just say their name, address, and phone number, just ring them, yeah, and we would try and sell them our product. And then we was literally had to do like 700 calls every single day, just to even like pay the bills, like hopefully make some profit, like reinvest, and then like. So like we always see on like Facebook and stuff, like people are like, oh, I did 30 calls this week and I ain't got nowhere. Like, it's like, just get on the phone. Get on the phone.
Next time I see that status, I'm tagging you in there. And I'm leaving. To be quiet.
Yeah, so we was doing that, and I was working because you can't call on Sundays, we was working like 6 days a week doing that. And then, it got to a stage where we just started employing people, but we didn't have an office, so they was all just dialing for us in our living room. And then, we just built it from there, really.
Yeah, like we was like paying them a good wage because we wanted to get all the best salespeople in our area to leave their job and come to us. And we were just eating like pot noodles every day and like just trying to survive.
Yeah.
So like we could have probably made a bit of money and then just got like a nice watch or something, and it would have just fell apart. Like so, like even he's wearing nice shoes today, but like his shoes are like.
I haven't had new trainers in like 2 years. There's holes all over them.
Really?
Yeah, like, I'll go outside and my feet get soaked. I'm waiting for my birthday to get trainers.
Literally, like every penny we get, we just reinvest it because obviously the more profit you make, the more tax you pay. So we just keep reinvesting like both our companies. And just don't care what we look like or what people think of us. Just don't care.
It's humbling. It's refreshing to see. In terms of strategies, are you always going to stick to HMOs? Are you looking to sort of like extend your reach to sort of lean over into other strategies as well?
Yeah, definitely get into other strategies. I see if I'd have only done HMOs and then for like 10 years and then one regulation changes and then that's my whole business ruined or something. I want to have the hands in all pies.
Yeah.
Like, if you're only doing SA, you're probably a bit stressed out right now because of coronavirus and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, you want to have I want to have basically loads of streams of income. I always hear it.
Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for taking the time out.